The clock is 7 minutes over 17. It's Monday, the 24th September 2018, and we are live. Hope you have a nice day out there. See, I don't know about how many of you out there who have an experience where you live that the appearance of police people, I don't say it's all of them, but there's definitely some of them, the appearance of the police people in the area where they live. Have you ever have an experience that they somehow like react in a way that they are owning the streets in the area where they live? Have you ever have an experience or somehow noticed that their behavior is like they own the street where they live, just because they have a uniform on in their daily life? But you know too, when they are home, they are civil, just like everybody else. But then again, not. Because of their work. That means that, like every other people, they cannot just behave when they are free. No, they are committed to their work. That's what it's mean when they take that kind of work. They are working for the state. A good thing to publish the police people in the area where you live. A good thing about publishing where they live, you don't have to correct the camera over on their address. No, you can just walk in the area where you live. That one is legal, and you have not write under a paper that you cannot do that. So you are not forced to shut up. That's what it means to live in a free world. This is a good idea to publish if you have police people in your area who their appearance is in a very provocated way in their behavior just because they are wearing a uniform. Then it's a good idea to publish where they live. And why is that? Yes, that is because it shall treat them that if they behave in a certain way that will show other people that they have more right to be here. They have much more power than civil people, that other people shall just shut up and do what they're told, and like they are king of a street. But this shall show them that in our days today, where we are living today, that they are definitely not. Because they are living in a world with full of risk. So that risk are they taking with them home? And that means that if they does not show a very polite face and is ignoring other people in a way that they have to show a kind of kindness and not interfering in other people in a certain way in their behavior. Because or else people can get a problem with them and they cannot really do something about it. But everybody will know that they are from the police. And right there, we have a problem because you cannot really do something about it. You just have to, that they always are behaving like they own everything, and you just have to shut up and do as there is told. Nobody likes that kind of treatment, and they definitely don't like to be provocated from the police themselves. So a good idea is, if you are live, if you have an account somewhere on the net, just pronounce it. It's a good idea just to pronounce it once in a while without really showing nothing, but so people can figure it out by themselves. You have not stepped over no law. You're just using your free speech. And it's legal to record where you live. This shall definitely treat the police in such a way that they are actually lying under the civil population and not over for taking the uniform on. But we know how it is with police people, that even if you are doing right, that they can put it up in a way so they can use the law against people, and that is when you see corruption, like I have experienced. So it's good thing to publish it. Not only that, you know too that they have interfering in my private communication where I live, and that have always been from the neighbors around me. So I hope you take my advice out there, because something I have noticed is that those people who's walking in our country, they are taking the brains. That means people who can figure a little bit out about politics, taking the brains, then they are locking their life down. And when they are locking their life down in their communication, they are in control of what they shall receive, if they want them to receive something. Because you understand, they can lock every communication down, and then they can sit and feeding them with informations, and see those kind of people is definitely a help, so to say, for police work. You understand what I'm saying? Police work. So denying their life and using their brain to their own guile. We have a law in Denmark. It's saying that you cannot just digging everything to yourself. You cannot make yourself rich of just taking everything that you see and using it. Then you're breaking a law in Denmark. And see, the police themselves in our country is actually just doing that, but just with people. Because we have a war. I don't know about you, realize that out there. A civil war that have split the population. And that means that some have the rights to live and conquer our land, and some don't have the right to freedom and achievement of the same like everybody else. And those people is being taken ownership on. You understand, there's a very big lie about the part that they are taking ownership on. A very big lie. Because they don't want the truth to reach people, because it have become them and us. You understand? But see, them, those people who is different, who is in a habit of something else that they receive from their generation and generation on, and can be habit by birth, like everything else. There's many kind of viruses that you can get from your parents that in your life will maybe never spring out, or maybe it will. It depends how the body figures out to conquer it. So you can have a whole population that is kind of infected, a whole population, you hear what I'm saying? Because they have it from birth, all of them. You know, this is a fact out there. So that is a fact, and what there will appear in a population like that is the people who can conquer it, and those who cannot, maybe. But both of them is the source. So here comes the lies. Lies in the population. There is many kind of programs too over those people that they take ownership on. That, just a moment. Get so thirsty when I'm talking. Yeah, what I come to. Yeah, there's many programs. You can discover that over in television, or in books, or just in our politic society. You will discover all the programs there's actually out there, and you will figure out how many lies there's actually out there. Lies being put up out there, so so they actually can conquer those people and denying the reality. A reality that have been discussed in many years. Through those people who is taking ownership over other people, they believe on magic. Real magic. You hear what I'm saying? They believe that there is a world in our own world, and that world don't have a physical love. And if you can collide with that world, then you will reach in and get some magical power beyond the world that we have been raised in. When you first is being introduced for the other world, you will begin to perceive the world you're living in totally different than you have been raised in your life. Even if you have been feeded with it everywhere, you have never looked at the world like that. And they're fully aware over this. That's why it's so smart to have mental hospitals. Once again, very smart to have mental hospitals where they can do two things. For the first, they can give you medicine against your will. That's an ugly thing. Of being aware over that you can habit something extraordinary and out of worldly. So that part inside of you, they definitely wanna take it away from you. Definitely want to take it away from you. So you are not making a threat to the society and how they want it to be. And everybody lives after the lies, denying them the truth. This is actually a fact. It's a fact. This is a fact. And little you, what do you know? You understand you're being forced into a place and they are saying to you that they want to help you. Insanity. I really love that subject. I really love it because if you read a little bit about insanity out there, insanity is nearly the same as genius. You can actually take many big artists. If you should look on what they have created, you will maybe call them insane, but because of reaching success, you will maybe call them genius. You understand? So it's only how to perceive it and what you are going to achieve. This subject have been discussed in many years, and there have been mistakes in our history too, where they have put people, very clever people, on mental institutes. And this is something they do, and they have to do it. If they did not do it, maybe it's not a reliable source that they can use. And that one, it have definitely something to do about that one too. You cannot hire a person and give them a breakthrough, and now the whole entire world have their eyes on them. And if they are using their position in a very insane way, so to say, because that's what you can achieve with the mind and the intellect of the information. There have been many examples through the history. Let's take once again the Second War. Now the Dutch people did lose, but they could have won. And then you shall have to understand to look on the world differently if they did. But now they did lose. So today we will definitely say that that man was definitely insane. And of course, under a war, if you go into war, hey, we are talking about war. You understand what that means? A war is to conquer, and to conquer, that is your goal with going into war. So war, you can have seen a lot of wars through time. And maybe it have been over opinions that they want the country to be reformed in a new opinion. It depends on the politic that they put out. So today we definitely see as this man as a very insane person, that he should never have reached the top in politics, but maybe have been on a mental hospital. But in secret, in our days today, many people admire that person because of the achievement that we have reached in our day. And all that we have achieved today, we have achieved because there have been a second war. You understand? In the same time, there have been a war over the civilization from the people who lost a big damage after the Second War. So if you begin to talk about magic. Maybe you will see some people who very much feel themselves threatened by old, but you have the fully right to expose it because people have the rights to know the truth and you have a free speech. And that's definitely making some problems in our times today to have a free speech when our past is one big lie. See, then it's making some problems. So when you have this people inside a country that they've split the people in two, and they've split them so there will not come more of this kind. They don't want more of that kind. So they become isolated. They will be forced on mental institutes in hope of making them normal. So that is actually the Star Wars today. We are the ships. You understand? Our body is created in a certain way. And nothing else beside that, but simple in its creation. If expand maybe with knowledge or maybe the fire that lives inside of us. You have to add it. Something else. And that one, they want to remove that away from you. And not telling the truth about it to people. And they will keep a distance to you, would say that you are sick. It's a very powerful tool. Maybe you look sick because you are different. You have maybe something that is creating a different cell. A cell that can make your body more like a everlasting like plastic. like your hair that's growing out of your head. So that means when you die, maybe you will disappear like normal people will do, because they will become achieve life in every cell in their skin and in their body. So it will just be rotten, nothing left over. Where to the opposite, then what they have added the body to maybe achieve a nearly everlasting look and body. They have combined it with something else. Some will call it a virus, some will call it a virus. There's many kind of words and names they put on it. So that is the world we are living in today. If you are and you have been forced to take their medicine, then you shall prepare yourself for the desert, because they will burn it, that part of your body, away with their medicine. There will come a time you have to go through fire up your body, like I've said before, to achieve life in your everlasting skin. I would say thanks for now. Have a nice day.